All right, guys. You guys want to blow up your back? Saw I blow my back up. You want a mass building back workout? Try this. You want bulging lats? You want Tyrannosaurus traps? You guys want lats like Dorian Yates with half the work and half fucking genetics? You want to figure out how to not work hard, get big? This is the shortcut channel.
I have nothing productive to say. This rant. If one more person asks me what my fucking phone case is, it's fucking that. Rock form. Stop fucking asking me that on the fucking... Like, you can just Google magnetic phone case, guys. Like, no, it has to be the exact one that you use. Like, and they're like thousands of other people use. Yeah, so this will be more of a rant video. And maybe we'll talk about other shit. I actually have to attempt to work out.
It's an arm day?
Yeah, because I did everything else. So why not do arms again? Look, I'm leaner now so you can see my bicep. Fucking Jesus. So there's something I will say that needs to be said. Other people might be mad that I say this, but I don't care. I'm my own person. Say whatever I want. But if there's like, there's like a State of the Union address for America. The president gets up and talks about everything that's happened and gonna happen, and I think there should be a State of the Union bodybuilding address. And we kind of talked about this in the last bro chat. And a couple events unfolded immediately after that bro chat that made me even more enraged. But it just seems that this sport of bodybuilding, which again is not a sport, is polluted with weak men and like very pathetic individuals who are probably starting off as insecure anyway because they're trying to be big and muscular and intimidating or whatever. Like it's like kind of like this shell to hide in. And it's also guys that are just like, they got into it to get recognition and they're not getting the recognition they want, so they're willing to do whatever it takes to get the recognition. So they couldn't get it on stage, they couldn't get it like by being a good bodybuilder. So now they're doing it by like becoming like, I don't know, a shit talking gossip guy, or starting their own podcast and like, not trying to be productive in any way, but like literally just making it their goal to like piss people off. I'm not talking about giving an honest opinion, which is like more than welcome. People are entitled to their opinions and you should hear people out and you shouldn't silence people. But when you can tell that the person's intent is purely evil and purely based on like spite and like trying to get a rise out of people and like expose people or make people feel like villainize people that they don't even know type shit, it's just like bodybuilding has drifted so far from what it is, which is just lifting weights, putting on muscle, having fun, taking care of yourself, technically being healthy, I guess. Like, it's drifted so far from that it's trying to become like a soap opera. You know what I mean? Like, and there's channels out there, and you guys can think of them off the top of your head. I don't need to name them. That have literally started this trend of like making bodybuilding like TMZ style, like, where it's like talking shit about people and like, oh, so-and-so said this and this guy said that and we're gonna get to the bottom of it and this person's this, it's very pathetic in my eyes, and it's not productive, and it doesn't further anybody or help anybody. It's literally hurting everyone that it's coming in contact with. And the specific example I'm speaking of is there's an individual who I don't even know how to pronounce his fucking name, nor do I give a fuck how to pronounce it. His first name's Matt, and this guy has a podcast. All the power to him. Have people on, interview people, do what you got to do. Make yourself feel like you're doing something in this world. That's fine, but it's like you had the audacity to have someone on your podcast who was literally not even a part of the bodybuilding community, nor should have any say on anything, on anybody in it. Is literally a crackhead, drugged out loser who's on there talking shit about a person I consider a friend of mine and his wife. And you had no problem. Like, the problem with that individual saying what they said and having horrible things to say about people that he has no right to have that opinion about and is completely wrong and is way offside on everything that they did. The problem is that person was given an opportunity to do that. And you're a problem, and you're a fucking evil, like spiteful, like nasty individual if you're willing to say like, hey, you want to come on my podcast and like just spew a bunch of hatred and nonsense and venom about people that I don't know and you don't know, and just say all this nasty shit and try and basically ruin them and ruin their day, which you won't do because you have no credibility, either of you. And the fact that you're willing to allow that to appear on your platform or on your podcast speaks volumes about your character, man. Like, you're a fucking scumbag, dude. Like, that's a scummy thing to do. And like, if it's about bodybuilding your channel and you're trying to like promote bodybuilding, that has nothing to do with bodybuilding. You had a man on there insulting another man's wife, insulting him, and without any background knowledge, without any like understanding of the situation or anything that's going on, you just had this guy and let him spew hatred. And you perpetuated this shit that will, I'm sure, get in certain people's ears and have them confirm their bias or unconfirm it or whatever. But you look like literally the biggest scumbag in this fucking industry, dude. And it's like, that was like a fucking, probably one of the worst decisions you could have made. And it's gonna come back to fucking haunt you. I can guarantee you that. I promise you that. That will come back to haunt you. And it's like, it all could have been avoided if you just had some fucking integrity and weren't so desperate for someone to pay attention to you that you'd have someone like that on. Do you know what I mean? Like, you knew that dude was gonna talk about that. You knew that you were gonna discuss a certain video that was made expressing certain views. And you were like, yeah, let's do it. Because I'm so desperate and so pathetic and I'm such a weak man that I need to have that on there to get people to pay attention to my show. Like, it's next level fucking douchebaggery. And it's like, anybody that fucks with you after this, I don't fuck with them. So anyone's cool with that guy, I'm not cool with you. Because you stand for fucking complete, utter, and evil and nonsense, man. Like, I get on this channel and I talk shit about certain people. I'll say the same thing I say to them on the video to their face. I don't give a shit. But I also don't like slander them or go after them personally or attack their family members or their loved ones. It's not how it would operate. I wouldn't even say their name half the time. It's just a reference to a certain type of person. It's like, and it's also my opinion. You weren't expressing an opinion, dude. You were out there to spread evil. That was an evil thing to do, and it's fucked up. And you need to apologize for what you did. And if you had any balls or if you're a man at all, you'd remove the video entirely. So that's all I got to say about that. That's some fucking pussy ass shit, man. Since we're here, we're doing biceps, might as well fucking say something productive.
Give us a bicep too.
A lot of the times when people do bicep curls, they do them wrong. So let's do them right, okay? First step is, like we've talked about this before, my elbow's hanging over, the pressure's on my tricep. The pressure's here. The pressure's down on my chest. When I sit here, we've talked about this before, there's already pressure on my hand, on this knuckle to keep my hand supinated. So when I sit, I already have tension on my bicep. But the thing that people miss is once they get into this position, they start cranking and rocking. If I do a rep up to here, I have so much pressure on my chest pad that I'm digging into this and my lats are tucked down, my shoulders are down, that when I let this hand go, I can let my hand go and take my bicep out completely. So I didn't strain to do that because I'm counterbalanced pushing into here and locked down into here. So my armpit and my lat are sandwiched in here and my pressure's forward. So if my pressure is forward and I can be here and my arms fall forward, I can let my hand just get pulled down and then I can slide when I choose to, because that same pressure I'm digging into here, I drive into as I curl. So you'll see the swing. If I didn't have anything in front of me, it would look like I'm doing this. But I'm moving through the pads so you can't see any movement at all. But I'm pulling up when I go down. I'm pushing into things, rocking up when I do. Just like we stand and curl, it's the same idea. Just now my arms are in front of me, and I'm doing this motion with this arm in front of me, right? So all you guys that are like thinking like, oh, my biceps aren't complete, like all I do is my reps here and I rock like this and I hinge off my shoulder blades and scapula rocking up and I swing my hand like this and I keep tension on my bicep. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get it because your biceps doing the fucking work. Not much else can. But it's like we want to be able to lengthen our bicep and stretch it and then slide it back up to the top. I want to be able to see this bicep go down into the insertion and then roll back up as I squeeze. It's not my goal to like just keep my arm in this position and go, you know what I mean? Even if it's slow and controlled, it's like only this, right? I'm not getting any lengthening of the muscle. So just little tippy tips, you know? You ever notice that the guys wearing tank tops in the gym are the guys that shouldn't be wearing tank tops in the gym? And they're always the most awkward looking dude. It's like it's just more prevalent now than ever. Like you can tell, like this is my gym tank top. I wear this to the gym. It's my gym clothes. It's like, does that so everyone knows that you're working out? Because we already know you're here. Like you're in the building, right? It's like wearing it's like wearing the concert T-shirt of the band you're going to see. Yeah, man. We know you're a fan. You see you're at the show. I just bought this. I'm putting it on.